So there was actually a few factors that went into that. Basically, like cut off being able to bulk buy their products like in the outlets. Because they would most of the time have a 50% sell off, and then I would stack it with an Addy Club voucher, which is a voucher you get for being like an Adidas member, and then you got to spend money to get points. And then once you have a certain amount of points, you can buy that voucher. That I had like unlimited vouchers and unlimited points. So I don't know if they got tired of that, they started noticing or what, or just like their inventory is just like they just don't have inventory anymore. But they were just like every Adidas, they changed the policy. You can't bulk buy, you can only buy 3. And before it was 9.
Cheers. Got that pineapple. Woo, that's good stuff. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Doughboys podcast. I'm here with Cisco the Go, Mr. Alpha himself, and our guest, Kevin. KV Flips. How's it going?
Pretty good, bro. Just got home.
Yo, he's coming through nice on that mic. He's got that radio voice.
Kevin, where are you at now?
I'm in Georgia, near Atlanta.
What part? Okay, nice.
So you have those Targets that have like the little machine thing that brings up your cart from floor 1 to floor 2?
Not necessarily. I don't think I've never been to one of those. I don't be in Target that much like you, Cisco.
That's crazy because I actually know what Cisco's talking about, but I saw that down in southern Florida, and it blew my mind just a little bit.
Yeah. Did you want to like hop in the cart and see how it felt?
If I was like 5, maybe.
You fit.
Did you want to hop in the cart?
Yeah, I've always wanted to, but I'm too heavy. And I can't put my daughter in there. They'll just look at me like I'm crazy.
Wild at heart. Dude, you can hop in there with your daughter and then no one can say anything. Think about it.
That's true. You're right.
Anyways.
So, Kevin, please tell us who you are, what's your background, how'd you get into reselling?
All right, so what's up, guys? Kevin, KV Flips here. How did I get into reselling background? So I'm a full-time reseller, started full-time back in 2021. I was in college for 2 years. I dropped out because I wanted to pursue reselling full-time. And I started actually reselling back in 2020, in July. I think that's when I first started. And I was just reselling shoes at discount stores from like Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, selling them onto eBay. A couple months later, found out about Amazon. And then got a little bit more serious into Amazon. Then got a little bit more serious into eBay. Right now, my season is focused more on Amazon and mainly online arbitrage. For the past 2 years, I've been strictly retail arbitrage, doing a little bit of OA here and there, but like 99% retail arbitrage.
Nice.
You glossed over pretty quick there, like you heard about Amazon, you got on there. Could you tell us a little bit more? Like, was it Reels? Was it another seller? What was it? Like
Gary V.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it was from a random guru ad on YouTube.
Oh, Cody.
I don't know if you guys...
I've never heard that before, actually. Cody.
Yeah, it was this dude called Joshua Crisp. I think he's still on this type of stuff, but it was private label ad, and I actually wanted to start Amazon doing private label. So I bought like, I think a course off of like, I forgot what, but it was like $12. I was like, you know what, $12 ain't nothing. So let me just intake this information real quick. And I wanted to start, but I didn't have the capital to do private label. And then I just like didn't do anything with that for like a year. And I was working at AutoZone, and then like I started looking at videos on YouTube, like looking at hustler hacks and stuff. He sold shoes from the discount stores, and that's why I started with the discount stores. But I actually got introduced first, like reselling anything with the private label Amazon.
That's sick. So when did you? Because I know now, or yeah, for the most part, for the bulk of your like selling career, you've done mostly like discount shoes, like you mentioned. You started with Ross, you go into outlets, and that's like the primary of your very focal point of your content on YouTube. So what like made you want to create a YouTube channel and kind of start like recording everything?
Oh man, really just watching everybody else do it. Like I think one of the main people who inspired me was Hustler Hacks. His name is Glenn. He did like those Ross videos mainly. We went to the stores and showed off shoes and stuff. And then there was this dude. There's this dude called Know It to Flip It. Jake. Or I think that's his name, bro. To be honest, I don't even know. But his name is Jake, and he makes some hilarious videos. I'm like, man, this dude's hilarious. I'm trying to be like him. And so I just started making videos based off of basically copying their videos, um, and that's just how I started doing content. Like you know, just inspiration from other creators, basically.
Creating content and building your own personal brand has helped your business grow, and if so, how?
I mean, I don't want to say it's a tough question, but it definitely has put me out there more than I usually am as a person because like I would say I'm pretty introverted, but now going on to the little extroverted side, or at least trying to like get to know
Yeah.
more people and the network aspect of reselling because running a business stuff is a little lonely and not a lot of people do the same thing that you
Mhm.
do. So reaching out, finding friends that do this has definitely been a key part. And like content wise, the reason why like I know like basically all these people here, like Cisco, you guys is through like Carter Maxwell. Like he introduced me to like this group chat with like a whole bunch of random Amazon sellers, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I picked you out because you make YouTube videos," and I bet, shoot. But yeah, I mean, content has opened up a lot of doors, like, and I never thought like making it would even do that. I was just doing it just to do it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it's hard to see like the direct impact of building your personal brand, putting yourself out there. Like it really does have a big impact. You can just meet new people. You might meet someone like Cisco. But yeah, networking is super huge. And we actually last week recorded an episode about it and how, sometimes you have to be in the right state of mind to see all the full benefits, but it's definitely beneficial long term.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wasn't really too like crazy about it when I first like was getting to know people because like I said, I'm pretty introverted. But it definitely when you definitely like find a person that you can talk to like really really easily, it's great. And there's definitely a lot of people to meet out there that do exactly what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So what do your business operations look like today?
So today, I mean it's a little different because just up until last month I was just doing RA. So like every 2 times a week got to go to the outlets, and I'd hit Nike and Adidas and one outlet, and then go to another, drive to another outlet and hit the Nike and Adidas there, and then go home. But starting like a couple weeks ago, I've just been home sourcing online arbitrage, and just been receiving products and prepping them and sending them to Amazon. But I don't know if that's that's the
Yeah,
question
yeah.
you asked, but
Are you enjoying the OA game so far?
yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like I said, I consider myself fairly new. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like staying at home and sourcing and doing all that. So yeah, it's been pretty nice so far.
Did you have anybody pushing you to kind of change your ways in the reselling game, or was there anything that kind of triggered you to make the change?
Yeah, definitely. El Chele Danny has been on my butt about like diversifying and basically doing a little bit more like being more focused on Amazon because definitely can do more than I can on eBay. So there was actually a few factors that went into that. So first, starting January 1st, 2023, Adidas basically like cut off being able to bulk buy their products like in the outlets. Because how I would do it before is they would most of the time have a 50% sell off, and then I would stack it with an Addy Club voucher, which is a voucher you get for being like an Adidas member. You basically just have an email with them, and then you got to spend money to get points. And then once you have a certain amount of points, you can buy that voucher from them. The thing is, you have to spend like I think $800 because $1 is 10 points. So you gotta have 8K points to buy a voucher. And I had so many accounts that I basically had and points that I had like unlimited vouchers and unlimited points. So I don't know if they got tired of that, they started noticing or what, or just like their inventory is just like they just don't have inventory anymore. But they were just like every Adidas was like, yeah, they changed the policy. You can't bulk buy. You can only buy 3.
That's crazy.
3 per, and before it was 9. I can buy 9 of one shoe.
That hurts me, man. I like it.
And that's also depends on like the actual store. Cause I know the Adidas outlet in my area, like I could literally buy the whole shelf. It could be 20 stores of the same shoe, and they'd be okay with it.
Oh man,
but
that's great.
The last time that I went, there was literally nothing, and anything either Amazon was on it or it was already like tanked to the max.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely depends on the store and the manager there, in my experience. So there was a certain store at outlets I used to always go to, and every store the manager would have like different rules. So their corporate policy as a whole was, you're a bulk buyer, that's fine, and you can buy tax exempt, but only up to $1,000. And some stores would hard cut me off. Some stores would be like, we'll let you do it twice. And some stores, the manager would be like, hey, we need to move this inventory, and we recognize that you can do it. Here's a gigantic tote, like fill it up by as much as you want. We don't even care. We're not going to set a limit. So definitely like depends on the management style too.
For sure. Have you ever guys have been like, you've been doing RA and you're in an outlet store like a Nike or Adidas, and then you're just like, all of a sudden you're like, I really just want to buy this hoodie for myself. Like
all the time.
Okay.
It's the worst.
You give into that, or are you like on the clock, like you're on the grind?
Okay. So for me, it's a little different. Yeah, sometimes like for myself, especially like at the Lego store, but at like the Nike outlet, for me, it's always like getting stuff for my daughter. I always see like little like shoes or like different like outfits, and I'm just like, man, she needs that. Like she's growing. Let me just grab that while I'm here. Some socks. So her closet's full of just random stuff. Getting the dough.
Sometimes you're spending that business dough, and then you just throw in a little personal dough too, you know?
Yeah, it can't hurt.
Yeah, to be honest, if I want it, I just get it.
Really?
IRS just walked into the building.
And I was gonna ask, so like, then are you like flashing all your like credit cards, like, because you have to keep them separate, right? Of course. IRS, we're keeping them separate.
Should.
I mean, I guess
yeah.
If you want to do over,
supposed to.
Yeah. It's separate.
Yeah.
It's separate. Different card. I use the debit card for personal purchases.
Man,
actually, you know what?
Yeah, you don't have a debit
card. I don't own a
card.
debit card.
I have a debit card. I have 2.
It's somewhere. I don't know where.
But in all honesty, it's funny because obviously we do have business cards. I don't know if you do, Kevin, but when I go to the Nike store, I always use my Apple credit card because they're always running like 3 or 5% cash back with the Apple credit card, and nothing really beats that.
Okay.
Yeah. I got an Android, so I can't relate.
You got a what?
I got an Android, bro.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, they do Samsung Pay.
Whoa! Don't.
Android hate.
Kevin, I used to be Android, and then everyone in my family was like, "Why are my touch screen?" So I switched over, but I'm
gonna switch soon.
Okay,
I'm gonna switch soon.
And get that Apple credit card, 5% cash back at Nike,
dude. Once you go to Apple,
finance that MacBook that we were talking about earlier.
Kevin. Yeah, some dudes want me to get a iMac, a Mac before I even have an iPhone. I'm like, chill.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
I've wondered about that. So that you guys answered a question for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Yeah. The Lego store, I didn't really want to know that, but thanks for sharing that as well, Cisco.
But going back to what you were saying about like how different stores are different, like depending on like the manager and who the staff is, it's the same way. So the closest Lego store that is to me is always a stickler for quantity limits, right? So if it's like a on sale Lego, they only let you buy 2. If it's like any other Lego, you can only buy 5 at a time. And if it's like a seasonal Lego, like the roses or the Santa sleighs, you can only buy 2. But there's another Lego store that is like, I don't know, like an hour and 15-minute drive for me. They don't care. Like I've gone in there and they like just replenished a whole, like in the checkout section, they have like the big bins of just like random Legos, if it's like a bagged one or like the roses or something. I literally just went in there, grabbed them all out, put them on the checkout counter, and they said, "You're taking all of them?" I was like, "Yes, please." And they're okay. Rang me out, and it was perfectly fine. No issues.
Dang.
Wish all stores were like that.
Yeah, but it's a hassle. It's an hour and a half away.
I don't understand because it's not like you've got like Amazon reseller on your forehead. So are there not other people that are going in just buying stuff for like Christmas or for their family? Like how would they know, and why do they have these limits? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I use the excuse that I'm buying them for Girl Scouts and I'm trying to get one for everyone. So I mean, it's worked sometimes.
It works. Yeah, see, like that, I would be doing that all the time. I'd be like, no, it's like
doesn't always work.
Is like she's going on this trip with all the girls, and I got to buy clothes for
Yeah,
you just throw it out there.
But if you're going in there and buying like 20 of the $100 like Harry Potter owl Lego, like they're not going to believe you that you're buying them for Girl Scouts.
It's a really big birthday party.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. I'm buying everyone a $100 Lego set for goodie bags.
No, it's actually your fault because you probably weren't wearing like your Prada shoes and you didn't have your Gucci bag on. You dress like a rich person. They're gonna think that you got that money. You just throw it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I don't have any of that stuff.
Out.
Nah, that's my wife.
Hashtag
My
Amazon
wife stripped
paid
out.
for it.
Yeah, hashtag Amazon paid for it.
Hashtag Amazon paid for it, and my wife keeps me broke. We're cutting that part out.
Yeah, you definitely need to cut that out. You need to sleep on the couch tonight.
She watches the show.
She puts it on and like hits like for the algorithm,
Yeah, there you go.
Gets us that retention and click through rate.
Yep. She's the reason our retention's so low because she just likes and then hops right off.
Oh, that's brutal.
And then you loop the video to get it back up.
Yep. You know it.
So,
Kevin, going to get to that Kevin status.
I'm curious. So, first off, you sell a decent amount on eBay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you're doing like a lot of online arbitrage, are you sourcing products for eBay still, or are you just looking at OA items for Amazon?
Just OA items for Amazon.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not done with eBay. I still have quite a bit of inventory I have to sell through, but I'm not actively sourcing for eBay products anymore unless it's just that good.
Okay, and your online arbitrage side of things, are you sending to a prep center?
No, I'm prepping it all myself. I have a cousin here. She just came from Mexico, and she's prepping my stuff for me.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, so like as we mentioned before, your YouTube channel is primarily a bunch of videos of you hitting the outlet. You got that body GoPro cam. You're filming everything. You're telling everyone to cop or drop or whatever the motto is. Are you scared at all that you're going to lose some of that, some of your viewers from switching your business? Or what is your plan?
That's the thing. I have basically I'm not going to make videos about RA anymore unless I'm out and about actively recording. I think I'm just going to try to do weekly live streams and interviews, basically stuff like that, just to keep it up and to keep doing content. But yeah, I mean, I hate saying this, but it kind of sucks. Like, content isn't something I'm necessarily worried about anymore at this point. I have a couple of videos that I have lined up. Well, I'm like 2 months behind on my videos. Not necessarily behind, but I only put out 2 a week, and I have months of footage. So yeah, I have quite a bit left, but after that, just gonna be just doing casual stuff. But yeah, that kind of stuff, like the viewers are there for the RA content and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not gonna exist anymore on my channel, unfortunately.
It's okay. You can do live sourcing videos. Because I mean, that's what the RA is, anyways. It's
Yeah, that's
a
true.
live physical source. You know.
That's true, but I've watched some live sourcing videos myself, and I don't think I'd be able to explain everything and do all that type of stuff. So definitely not for me.
So
yeah, don't listen to Cisco. That's not where Cisco shines. Where Cisco does shine is making reels and memes about like UPS and FedEx drivers dropping off your boxes in the rain.
That's a really good reel.
It's
That's
a-
an old
It
reel.
was.
Check that reel out and make stuff like that.
Dang.
I will follow you just for that stuff because it's cool.
Do it. I gotta get back on that.
Yeah, you
that
do.
comedy train.
Man,
You
I
really
got
do.
you guys.
Cisco,
But,
I haven't seen you make a meme in a long time.
That's facts.
Get
That's
back
facts.
on. Cisco.
I've been too busy making these shorts for Doughboys.
You got to get on Phil's level with the memes.
That's true. I was never a memes guy though. I was always a bit guy, and I was
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
bit.
That's true.
I was never a
That's
meme
true.
guy. I
It's a
like
good
making
bit,
fun of
though.
myself. I don't like making fun of other people, but I'll make fun of myself. And I make fun of Josh and Logan.
I was about to say
That's
you can
about
make
it.
fun of me, Cisco. It's okay.
But Kevin, so I caught your announcement of you saying you're making the switch from primarily RA to OA, and
Yeah.
you're kind of picking up, learning on how to source and stuff like that. You mentioned that you're in a leads list. Like how has that been working out for you? How do you like the leads list? Like, do you think it's a good way for beginners that are beginning to get into OA to do? Is that something they should do?
Yeah, Kevin, how you feeling?
Yeah.
No, but I never mentioned I was in the leads list, Cisco. You I guess
you
you already
did.
did.
No.
But
Actually, listen, when we do these interviews, I do my research on our interviewees, and
didn't say
I caught an El Chele YouTube video that you guys posted the other day. I
Okay,
watched
I
the
got
whole thing from beginning to end. I sped up,
I never said
that. I sped it up, but you said it in there.
Oh, okay. I
It's the
didn't know
only
you
reason
did
I know.
research like that. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. The lead list has definitely been a big help to me. Seeing what kind of websites that I basically have to source from, or at least try to source from, and yeah, I mean, I really have no complaints about it.
Is
But
there-
for beginners, I'm not sure. I think it definitely will help them. Like just have like a proof of concept and like have stuff to look at. But also like going out and doing it yourself is probably the best way to learn.
Yeah, I think leads lists are a good kind of like temporary solution. Like when you're getting into OA, it can open up your eyes to those new websites to go to, those new sales, and it can help you like have an understanding for how to do OA. But long term, the best solution, in my opinion, is to build your own VA team so that you actually have it being done in house on a consistent basis.
Preacher Logan, outsource everything.
Outsource everything. Link below.
Hashtag outsource everything.
Just wanted to ask what is a doughboy?
Cisco, you want to tell the story?
It's actually it's a real quick bit. Basically, one day when Logan was, in the midst of his prep center business, Josh and him went out to dinner, and then Josh sent me
dinner at 3 p.m.
Whatever.
That's an important part of the story.
Is it?
You're
though?
ruining it. I'm gonna tell the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So Logan and I get up early. We're on the grind at this prep center, and one day, the employees were gone. It was just us, and we kind of looked at each other and we're like, kind of hungry. We looked at our watch and we were like, 3. Why not? So we went. We found this little like American Mexican place. It was awesome. It's called like Three Amigos. They had like signs from all the movies. It was
Amigos.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we're sitting down. We're doing this bit. Cisco is one of our clients, so we're like snapping him, sending videos to him, just really just like joking around. And Cisco snaps me back and goes, "Hey, Logan's looking a little doughy there." And I just showed it right to Logan, and Logan was like, "Yo, he's out of
That
pocket
is
for that."
out of pocket.
And we've been saying out of pocket a lot because shout out Kendrick Lamar, his new album is out, so we're doing that. But he said that we shot some jokes back at Cisco, but basically from there we were like, that's just where the Doughboys came
the
from. Man.
Doughboys.
We were like, we are the Doughboys now. And then when we were talking about this podcast, we were like, it has to be Doughboys.
Yeah, and then it's like we're making dough, and then we're also burning off that dough.
Yeah.
We're becoming healthier, and we're becoming wealthier.
We're out here moving the dough. So
I think when we all get our like Porsches or Lamborghinis, whatever those are, we're gonna put
Guru
Doughboy
status.
1, 2, 3, yeah, on the back. Probably.
we're trying to get guru status so we can inspire other Kevins in the world.
So we can come out with that YouTube sales pitch for a $12 course.
Yeah.
Get that going.
All right.
I don't know if it'll be inflation, you know, it might have to be $24. Double the price.
Hey,
That'd be a little steep.
Inflated just like a Doughboy.
okay,
So let's
legit.
get back on course here to the main focal point of Kevin. So you are basically starting your OA journey. What is your favorite sourcing method that you know of right now and that you enjoy doing?
Storefront stalking, basically.
Good man.
Do you use
How do
any
you do it?
softwares?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I just find a random storefront and find it from like either someone from the leads, like I go to the lead list I have, go to one of the products and just look through like the sellers on some of them. And I really don't have like a process. I just be picking some random people. I just like under 100 reviews, and I copy and paste their storefront onto seller amp, and that's
Shout out
basically
Logan.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Stellar, I
People.
really love their UI, or user interface for storefront stocking.
So-
Yeah, it's crazy.
A small pro tip that I feel like a lot of people don't do this. Are you guys familiar with shoot, now it's escaping me. That software that Smart Scout. You guys familiar with Smart Scout?
Yeah.
Scott Needham.
Yeah, Scott Needham.
Scott Needham.
Basically, it's primarily used for finding winning private label products, but you can actually use it for storefront stocking in a way. It's too expensive to really use it for a long time when it comes to storefront stocking, but whenever they run their trials, that's when I got it. And then you can use it to find other sellers' storefronts, and you can kind of, not specific sellers, but as far as their volume, right? So if they're a private label, you know, obviously more than likely they're doing 500 million in sales. But if they're a smaller RAOA seller, you can just categorize it that you're looking for sellers specifically selling anywhere between 35,000 to 100,000 a month. And then it'll give you a list, and then you can kind of go through there, and then you'll just click through some of them, right? So if they only have 3 ASINs, then yeah, they're probably private label. But then you'll see that they're having a bunch more ASINs, and then you can start categorizing those sellers and find those in storefront stock those accounts.
Damn,
If that
sounds
makes
like
sense.
a deep search. Too deep for me.
It is, but you avoid the risk of like finding a stale account, because there are stale accounts that are Amazon sellers that still have 30 ASINs on their profile, but they've stopped selling on Amazon. It's just kind of going through it, or private label or anything else, or wholesale for that matter.
Cisco, you should
Makes
make a
sense.
YouTube video on that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.